Good morning to everyone. In this video we are going to see production of nanomaterials. So among so many methods, plasma arcing, chemical vapor deposition, sol gels, electrode deposition and ball milling method. So for this we are going to take plasma arcing and chemical vapor deposition for our concern. Nanomaterials or nanoparticles are used in a broad spectrum of applications. Specific synthesis processes are employed to produce the various nanoparticles. Defined production and reaction conditions are crucial in obtaining such size-dependent particle. Particle size, chemical composition, crystallinity and shape can be controlled by temperature, pH value, concentration, chemical composition, surface modification and process control. There are two basic criteria are used to produce nanoparticle. The first one is top-down and the second one is bottom-up approach. So in this top-down approach, producing very small structures from largest pieces of material. One way of achieving this is mechanical crushing of solid into fine nanopowder, that is ball milling method, and another one can be called as bottom-up approach. So in this the atoms or molecules array themselves into a structure due to their natural properties. Example, crystal grown. In bottom-up, structures are built up by chemical process. The selection of the respective process depends on the chemical composition and the desired features specified for the nanoparticles. So in the first method, when we look at plasma arcing method, as we already know, plasma is an ionized gas. A plasma can be achieved by making a gas conduct electricity by providing a potential difference across two electrodes. Electrodes are made up of conducting materials. Electrodes also can be made of mixture of conducting and non-conducting materials. A contracted plasma arc is generated by a plasma torch using an inert gas which is used as heat source. So this is a simple picture of arc discharge device where you can see the cathode and anode electrodes inside. So helium gas can be used as a inside gas. So here anode which is producing that arc can be deposited on the cathode. So the materials can be prepared in this way by arc discharge method. So this is the plasma torch which can be used to produce more intense light like plasma. So this is also one of the plasma arc lamp. So this also can be used to produce various intense lights for our purpose. In arc discharge method, two high purity graphite electrodes as anode and cathode are held at a distance under helium atmosphere. Under these conditions, some of the carbon evaporated from the anode recondensed as hot cylindrical deposit on the cathode rod. So when we look at this arc method, an arc passes from one electrode to the other. The electrons are emitted from the first electrode, that is from the anode, due to potential difference. Positively charged ions pass to the other electrode, that is to the cathode, and gets deposited to form nanoparticle. The depth of deposited surface must be by only few layers. Each particle must be nano-sized and independent. So this is also plasma arc where you can see how intense it is. So the conditions also can be followed, that is average mass temperature of arc must be higher than 104 K while its power density transferred onto the electrode which can be approximately equal to 2 kilowatts per millimeter square. Using this method, individual carbon nanotubes could be achieved in general several hundred microns long. Thus plasma arcing method is bottom-up method. So next we can look at what is CVD. So CVD, chemical vapor deposition, that is one of the common method of producing various kind of nanoparticles. So not only the nanoparticles, thin films also can be prepared with the help of chemical vapor deposition, and also for the crystal growth also, this CVD is one of the major thing. So the CVD is a process whereby a solid material can be deposited from a vapor by a chemical reaction occurring on in the vicinity of a normally heated substrate surface. The solid material is obtained as a coating and as a powder or as a single crystal. By varying the experimental conditions, substrate material, substrate temperature, composition of the reaction, gas mixture, total pressure, gas flows, etc. Materials with different properties can be grown. So whenever we are thinking of the various properties, we used to take different composition, different gas mixture, and different substrates also can be taken, and substrate temperatures also can be changed, and substrate materials also can be changed. So most of the experimental conditions also can be changed. So CVD is the best example for solid vapor reaction. So this is one of the picture where you can see how the chemical vapor deposition can be taken place. So you can look at the gas inlet, so where we can allow some of the gaseous molecules inside, and the gas exhaust also you can see. So there you can see the substrate material. So on the substrate how it can be deposited in the reaction chamber, everything you can see. So advantages of CVD. So more advantages we have, that is the ability of a film can be coated on a substrate uniformly, that is one of the main thing, and that is very much versatile, that is any kind of elements can be deposited, and it shows it high purity. So high purity can be obtained, that is also one of the main thing, and high density. And CVD films are very much harder than other materials and economically, and that is in production way. So this is very much suitable for all nanomaterial preparation. Thank you.